I said, oh, thanks, man, sweet. So he just handed me this $100 BOLO. Hey guys, what's up? Rob Chesapeake Picker here. Welcome to the channel. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Virginia. If this is your first time here, if you haven't done so already, please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really helps me continue to grow here. So I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving. Me and the family, we went up to New York City, got to hang out in Times Square, watch the parade, do all that fun stuff. And so then I came back. I didn't list for a few days, but I came home to like 30 sales between Mercari, Facebook, and obviously eBay, which was awesome. And so I'm going to go through just what sold today and then catch you up on some of the stuff that sold while I was away. So I did actually have a really good day so far. I got 6 sales going out today, all of which are pretty good. So let's go ahead and start it off. So I picked this up a while ago. Actually, I was thinking it might have been kind of a bad buy, but it's this digital check reader. What is this, by this teller scan? It's actually new in the box, so it's still sealed in here, which is pretty cool. I don't know who uses these things anymore, whether it's collectors or whatnot. I spent $9.98 on it, and I thought I might have wasted my money, but they had good sold comps on like models or like from the same brand, but none of this model. But I figured, what the heck, I pick it up. Sold for $125 plus shipping, and again, I've had this for months now, so it's not like it was a quick sell or anything like that. But if I can turn $10 to $125, that's a good deal. I recently picked up this pair of cargo pants. These are like air crew military, but basically just a khaki cargo pants. I'm not sure if I picked these up for $6.99 or $5.79. It's either Salvation Army or Goodwill, but not too shabby. I've had them for a couple weeks now. They sold for $49.99 plus shipping. One, I'm no longer a Boy Scout, Cub Scout leader. My son's still in it, but I'm not, because we had to switch our troops and stuff around. But I don't need these pants anymore, plus I don't fit into them anymore. These are men's Boy Scout pants. I recently had good luck selling some that I picked up at Goodwill, so I decided to sell these. So, you know, I mean, I'm into them for the 50 bucks, whatever they cost, but really nothing because I had to buy them anyway. But they sold, I upped them. The other ones sold like pretty much right away for like $25 or $29 with free shipping. So these were a little bit bigger size, obviously. I went ahead and made them $25.99 plus shipping, and they sold. Got this Callaway hat at Goodwill a while ago. I picked up a few hats that day. It's new without tags. It still got the little hanger on it. It had the tag when I got it, but I lost the tag somewhere in the transport. So I still had it up. It doesn't say Callaway on it, but it is Callaway. So I don't know if that's why it sat a little while or not, but it sold for $19.99 free shipping. I'll talk to you guys about that gamer sale that keeps on giving. This here is a PlayStation 3, just the PlayStation and the power cord. It works and everything. I tested it out, but it had kind of just sat around on my death pile for a while. I dug it out the other day. I had it for $90, and then I just had recently dropped it to $80 on Facebook, and it sold. So I had lots of people inquiring about it, but nobody really committed to getting it. So I love selling video game consoles on Facebook because the fees are so low. You only pay 5%, and they sell really well. So $80 plus shipping. Next up, I got a lot of 3 movies. 2 were together in one lot, then another one, but the same person bought them all. This is Sabrina 1 and then the sequel. And then To Be or Not to Be, Mel Brooks movie. They sold all together for $26.98 free shipping. Next up, I got the Rocky collection. This is Rocky 1 through 5 and then Rocky Balboa. So a lot of these all together, obviously. They sold for $27.99 free shipping. I think maybe in my last video I told you about the PSPs that I had just kind of hanging around and didn't list. So I sold one before. I sold the second one here. This is just the PSP, no charger or anything. Sold for 30 bucks plus shipping. And I got another one of these moisturizers, this Crabtree and Evelyn. I got less than $1 into them. I think I have one left at this point. This is Rose Water, sold for $29 free shipping, and these are like 8 ounces, so they don't cost much to ship. And then the black PSPs seem to be the ones that were selling less often, but still good sell-through rate. So I took the one charger I had and I threw it with this one. So this one I sold for $45 plus shipping. So not too shabby. My death pile had over $100 in it just with that stuff, and I still have 2 Xbox Ones that I need to test out. I've really been putting it off. This thing was pretty cool. I turned around, I had already checked out at this garage sale, and then I saw this thing sitting in a case, like kind of looked just like a travel suitcase, but I figured, what the heck, I'll take a look at it. And it was this Saunders cervical home track deluxe neck traction device. So they wanted $10 for this thing, and sold comps were kind of all over the place, but all really, really good. It had something like probably like 1,000% sell-through rate. I priced it up initially at $250, and I wasn't getting a whole lot of looks at it, so I did drop it to $175, and it sold. So $175 on eBay plus shipping. $10 I paid for this. You know, by themselves, these things aren't really worth a whole lot of money, but I had 6 DVDs. One was a Blu-ray of like Disney princess movies and stuff. So I just lotted them together. They sold for $35 with free shipping. So individually they'd sell for, you know, $5 free shipping a piece, but made a nice bundle out of them, and they're gone. I got this old vintage 1990 Bugs Bunny stocking. I had this last year at Christmas, right around that time, and it has not sold, just been sitting around, but I kept it up, kept with it. I got it for $2 at a garage sale, so for $19.99 with free shipping. I got this women's, probably more like a larger girl's size here. It's a La Classe Couture, like a faux suede Sherpa coat. I got it for $2 at a garage sale that I got a whole bunch of kids' jackets and stuff at. So, like I said, this thing's been banging around for a year and a half, but it did finally sell for $19.99 plus shipping. And then out of that big collection of movies that I got from a buddy, I had all of the Pink Panther movies. So these were all of the old Peter Sellers ones, plus the remake with Steve Martin. So I allotted them all together. They sold for $26.99 free shipping. This Dallas Cowboys football. This is new in the box. I bought this at a yard sale. I got a whole bunch of stuff from a reseller from. You may have seen me sell a lot of stuff from that sale. I got it for $12.49. I sent an offer. I think I had it for $15.99. So I averaged out $1.75 I spent on everything there. So still profitable, and I've probably tripled my money out of that sale. So that was a pretty good one. Got another DVD lot. This was Herbie the Love Bug, a set of 5 movies. Again, individually these aren't worth much, but I lotted them up. They sold for $25 free ship. I got these Coogee jeans. I picked up 3 pairs of these a long time ago now, probably a year and a half ago. I've sold them. Originally when I picked them up, they were selling around $75. Prices kind of dropped on them. I don't know, just not trendy right now, I guess. But somebody sent me an offer for $32 plus shipping on these, and I went ahead and took it. I spent $7.49 on them at the thrift store, and I probably wouldn't pick up Coogee jeans anymore. Even though I'm making good money on them, they just such long tail items, it's not really worth it. So this one was cool, man. This was like the mother load really that I got. I went out after work one day, and I recently sold these coveralls, these beige coveralls, basically like a flight suit, but people also use them for Ghostbusters costumes. I sold one for $99.99, okay? So I was at the thrift store the other day at a Goodwill, and I found a green one. The green ones have been selling good. I've actually just recently upped my prices on them because they were selling so quick, and I've been looking more into the comps and the wording and found some better wording to get them out there and everything. So I have 2 in my store that are green right now that haven't sold yet. We'll see on those, but I picked up this green one, the one I just talked about, and some dude walks over to me and said, "Hey, I had this one here, but I don't think I'm going to get it. You want it?" And it was a beige one. And I said, "Oh, thanks, man. Sweet." So he just handed me this $100 BOLO at a Goodwill, which doesn't happen that often that people hand you stuff. So I'm like, "Cool, thanks, man." So I threw it in the cart. And then as I'm getting closer to the checkout time, I hear him talking to his girlfriend about how he didn't really find anything worth too much money. So he was a reseller himself. I guess if I was a better person, I could have handed it back to him and said, "Hey, man, there's a $100 sale. Go take it." But I don't know what his threshold is on what he likes to make on profit. Maybe he didn't do the research. But either way, I appreciate it. So if you come across this video, thank you, sir. I just sold this one for $99.99. This was a men's 44R, and I spent $10.79 on it. So I knew it was worth it. I spent $10 on the last one. $10.79, it was a little bit more, but if I'm gonna make $100, I'm gonna do it. This is another DVD lot here. This is the Oh God with George Burns. All 3 movies. So again, individually they're not worth a ton, but I had the trilogy of them, so I lotted them up. They sold for $39.99. So if you guys been watching for a little while, you probably remember all of the gallery glass paint stuff that I was selling. I sold that stuff for like a few $100s I made off of that stuff. I also picked up this Doctor Who Tardis wall light. It was still new in the box. I don't know exactly how much I spent on it. Let's say $2 to $4. But it's been in the store for a while. Somebody sent me a message asking if I would take $25 for it. I had it up for like $33. So I said, sure. So $25 plus shipping on that one. I've been doing pretty well. I don't know if I've told you guys about all these, but I picked up a whole bunch of vintage books. They were like manuals and stuff. So here's one of them I haven't listed yet. It's like a Cessna Navcom service parts manual. If you come across stuff like this one I can't find any comps on, which means it's probably worth a decent amount. But I've been doing pretty well on selling these things. I picked up like 4 boxes of them, a lot of military stuff, a lot of old telecommunications stuff. They don't always sell for big money, but you can get them cheap. So I picked them up. I probably said 50 cents a piece on them, probably a little bit less. But this one was a Motorola radio manual from 1966, sold for $14 plus shipping. Got another one of these Crabtree and Evelyn moisturizers. I just told you about one a little bit ago. This one sold on Mercari for $30. Free shipping on this one. And yeah, not too bad. I mean, like I said, I spent probably $5 on all those, and I've probably made $150 on them. So that's a good one, man. If you can find those out in the wild, go ahead and pick those up. So I didn't make a killing on this one, but I couldn't pass it up. So I was at the thrift store a while back. I think this was early in the summer actually, and I saw this vintage Green Bay Packers chalk line jacket. It was a men's size 2X, so great size. This thing looked like it just came off the shelf. I originally had it priced up pretty high, like $150. I had there were none listed in that size at all on eBay or anything like that. I've been dropping the price for it. I get views on it, but no messages, no requests for measurements or anything like that. No washers really, so I've been dropping the price. Somebody sent me an offer for $60 plus shipping on Mercari, and I just went ahead and took it. So I bought it for $24.99. I sold it for $60. Yeah, it's profitable, but it was a nice profit. The ones of the chalk line that are really good are the satin jackets, like the bomber jackets, varsity jackets, whatever you want to call them. Those do sell pretty well. Not that the winter jackets don't, but they're not going to make you $100 to $200. I'm going to do a couple Facebook sales, and then we're all done in this video. So I got this American Muscle Ertl Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds. I wanted to keep this, but I don't really got a place for it. I'm not that nostalgic for stuff. Pretty cool. I spent like $4 averaged out on all the cars that I had, and I sold this one for $48 plus shipping on Facebook. And then out of that same sale, I got this Maisto Shelby Cobra. And this one sold for $25 plus shipping. This one's new in the box. It was a 1/24th scale. The other one was a 1/18th scale. So the 1/18th scales a lot of times tend to be more profitable. Got a lot of Moody Blues records here. This was 9 total records. I find people ask me about records all the time. So if you don't have a box that you can fit lots of records in, what I did in this particular one, because I didn't have a box roughly that size handy, is I just put half in each of the record boxes and then tape those together. So it adds a little bit of weight to it, but only like a few ounces, and medium mail's cheap. So I had these for $50 plus shipping. For a while I've had them up. Somebody sent me a message that said if I just take $50 out the door on Facebook, and I said yes. So I got probably like $3 into them. $50 out the door. I got somewhere around $8 to $10 into this jacket. I'm not sure exactly. It was a Stafford's men's size 42, which is a large wool overcoat. I got this at probably Goodwill or something. It sold for $40 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. And literally right after I sold it, somebody else who had been messaging me about it said, "Oh, I'll take it now. I'll pay you $50 for it." I'll tell you guys, if you probably watch Harry Tornado. If you don't, this is one of his most recent videos. I haven't been watching as much lately, but I did catch this one. And he said that if you cancel more than like 6% of your listings, they'll ban you for 6 months. So he's banned currently on Facebook Marketplace for shipping stuff. I canceled one thing because I couldn't find it, but that's not one you want to mess around with. Obviously eBay you don't want to because they ding you or whatever, but Facebook will straight up restrict you from selling. So don't cancel on Facebook if you can avoid it. And then the last thing I got going out is 2 Budweiser glasses. These are like big 20-ounce coffee mugs. I got these a long time ago. I got them at the sale when I first started making videos, and I was telling you guys about the sewing machines that I was selling. That's where I got these. So I probably have $1 into both of them, but averaged out over a giant lot of stuff. So banging around for a long time. They sold for $16 plus shipping. One more. I got these Florsheim burgundy dress shoes, like an Oxford style. I picked these up for $6.99 because that's what shoes cost now. Unfortunately, at my Goodwills, they went up from $5.49. So I got to be a little bit more mindful, but you know, $1.50 is probably not going to break the bank. But they sold for $35 plus shipping, and I only had them a few weeks. All right, guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Appreciate it. Go ahead and smash that like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And also, you can turn that little bell on for notifications. You'll see when I put up a new video. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.